Hey, Dr. Chu. I'm at the grocery store. Did you want me to pick up some ground beef for the barbecue tonight? Alright, sounds good. See you soon. I know Dr. Chu cares about her environmental impact. I wonder what kind of beef I should get.
LCA is a comprehensive method for evaluating the environmental impacts of a product through its entire life cycle. For this project, we use a software called OpenLCA. In order to fully understand the environmental impacts of beef products, we researched the steps that go into creating 1 kilogram of ground beef. We inputted each of these processes into OpenLCA along with the corresponding research submissions. The first step in beef production is creating the feed mix. In order to create feed mix, there is a mixture of alfalfa, corn grain, corn silage, and grass that is pressed into pellets for the cows to eat. The feed mix is then transported to the cow-calf operation. Here, young calves are weaned off their mother's milk and started to be fed the mixture. Calves are typically here for 6 to 10 months until they reach a weight of 450 to 700 pounds. They are then transported to a feedlot where they are primarily fed the feed mix in order to mature and gain weight. Here's an example of what a feedlot looks like from the University of Minnesota.
On feedlot operations, cattle are raised in monoslope barns and are fed specifically to go to the packing plant to be made into processed meat, steaks, and roasts.
There's a portion of feed mix that is directly transported to the cows at the feedlot, represented by the small arrow on the screen. Once a cow reaches a weight of anywhere between 1,200 to 1,400 pounds, it is sold and sent to a harvesting center. At the harvesting center, the cow is butchered. 30 to 40% of live weight, or the original weight before butchering, is lost in this process. The dressed carcass, which is the cow after butchering without any bones or sludge, has about 40% of edible beef on it. This portion of meat is taken to the processing center where it is ground and packaged and ready for transport to be sold commercially.
The first step of Impossible Beef production is creating the ingredient mix. The Impossible Beef ingredient mix is primarily soybeans, coconut oil from the Philippines, sunflower oil, likely from Eastern Europe, and starch, which in this case is wheat. These main ingredients are then shipped to the Impossible factory in Oakland, California. There, they are mixed with other ingredients, including binders and flavorings in small quantities. The beef is packaged using paper, plastic, and cardboard.
We then inputted these life cycles into OpenLCA in order to compare these types of beef. Here are our results. After creating a system process for each life cycle, the system process that has more global warming potential is beef production, totaling at 40.75 kilograms CO2 equivalent per 1 kilogram of beef produced. Impossible Beef had less global warming potential at 2.3 kilograms CO2 equivalent per 1 kilogram of Impossible Beef produced.
Now you may be asking, what exactly is global warming potential? GWP describes how much impact greenhouse gases will have on atmospheric warming over a period of time. Carbon dioxide, which is the most common greenhouse gas, is used as a reference for GWP and has a GWP of 1. For example, driving a typical passenger car 1 mile has a GWP equivalent of 0.4 kilograms of CO2. What we found in our LCA analysis was that 1 kilogram of ground beef has a GWP of 40.75 kilograms of CO2 equivalent. Further, Impossible Beef for 1 kilogram has a GWP of 2.3 kilograms of CO2 equivalent.